What is happening, y'all? What is going on, my Cog Squad friends? I am actually solo here on the farm. Brooke and MaryCarl are actually headed to Auburn Vet School with MaryCarl's pet cockatiel, Zerk. So if you guys follow us, y'all all pretty much know who Zerk is, and that's MaryCarl's pet cockatiel, who's extremely important to everybody here. And he's not feeling very well. They took him to a vet yesterday. They found out he did have a fungus infection, and which Auburn couldn't see him yesterday, but they said that was quite common in cockatiels. And so he does have some medicine, and they started him on his medicine last night. And this morning he wasn't that much better. So we had an appointment with Auburn today, or this morning, and just for his sake, they took him anyways because he wasn't that much better, and to be safe, that's where they are. So y'all be thinking about and praying about and sending out good vibes for Mr. Zerk and MaryCarl. She's pretty upset about it right now, and so hopefully everything works out with Zerk. So I am pretty much solo today, and I don't have my family here, and really didn't have anything to record. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really didn't. And because I don't have my crew here. Speaking of my crew, I do want to mention about MaryCarl, and I've mentioned this before, but we have gotten some inappropriate, I don't know how you say it, rude comments, maybe not rude comments, just somebody expressing their opinion, but it's because they didn't know. Obviously, they must not watch all of our videos, but MaryCarl no longer wants to be in the videos. If you see her in the video, it's because she wanted to be in the video, and so we respect her privacy. This is my and Brooke's channel. It's not MaryCarl's channel. When she was younger, she loved it. She wanted to be in all of them. But here in the last 8 to 10 months, she's gradually got where she wants to be in them less and less and less. And we absolutely respect that. We're not going to make her do anything like that she does not want to do. So that's why y'all don't see MaryCarl very much in the videos anymore. So I am by myself today. I just by myself. I don't know when they're going to be back, and just a little bit worried about Zerk. And so of course everybody is. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come out here in the greenhouse and get my mind off things. You know, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta just get your mind off things, you know, and I'm grateful that I have a spot that I can do that in. And today is one of those days. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really am. Even though I'm in a little funk, everything's gonna be great. So I might just spend a little bit of time in the greenhouse and the fruit orchard today. And it looks like the sun, we're gonna have sun today, guys. Man, that sun looks great. So being in the greenhouse is really gonna lift my spirits up, I can tell y'all that. And I hope it lifts your spirits up too, because listen, I want my channel and my videos to bring smiles to people's faces, and that's why we don't do anything negative. We don't do anything controversial. We don't do anything that was gonna make somebody angry or mad, and I will refuse to put out any type of content like that. No drama here. All we are here is about smile, feeling good, getting your mind off that kind of stuff. Because I feel like the good Lord put me on this earth to make people smile and make people happy, and just forget about all the negative, because it is out there. Good gracious alive, is it out there. It seems like every daggum thing you see, hear, or read is either negative or drama. And gosh. Anyways, enough of that. Look at the lettuce and the green stalk, and look, it has shot up. You can tell, you can physically tell that for the most part, well, that's my arugula, but it looks like it has gotten bigger, y'all. Look at that. And it's only been a couple of days. So in a couple more days or in a week, this is really going to look totally different. I mean, totally different, y'all. I actually got some plants here I need to pot up as well. I may put these in cups. This is echinacea. I got some coneflowers in here, or black-eyed Susies, and I got some bee balm in here. And I've been babying this almost all year. I started from seed. And you know what? I'm thinking about stepping these guys up into one of these bigger cups here, because they need some room. Their toes are getting cramped up in there, I can tell y'all that. And it's about 47 degrees outside today. Uh-oh. Forgot my mic was on my jacket. It is warm in this greenhouse. This says it's 90 in here. I don't believe that's accurate, to be honest with y'all. I really don't. I don't think it's 90 degrees in here. Let's take this echinacea. That's the bee balm. I love bee balm. And I tell you my plan this year. Out there where the bees are, the honeybees, I want to till all that up in that area and just plant just oohoodles of wildflowers out there. Stuff that I know they're going to like, and stuff I know should easily come up, like zinnias and sunflowers and that kind of thing. But bee balm, I may put some bee balm out there. Tell you, I about need to put that in a 1 gallon pot, to be honest with you. And it's got a unique smell to it. Don't smell wonderful, but it don't smell bad either. What do you call that? What do you call that? And bee balm is a herb, but you know, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody using bee balm in cooking. You think a herb, I guess it's not considered a culinary herb. It may be a medicinal herb. I don't know. I bet there's somebody that's watching this video that knows what you can do with bee balm and is going to tell me in an email or in the comments of what we can do with bee balm. Did I say echinacea and coneflower? That's the same thing. I meant to say black-eyed Susies. I got black-eyed Susies over there. Echinacea and coneflower are the same thing. So that didn't make sense. There we go. Got us some black-eyed Susies, some coneflowers, and some bee balm. That's what I'm talking about. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me in this greenhouse and helping me get over this funk I'm in. I really do appreciate that. Y'all just don't know. Let's go look at the fruit orchard. Our main man Moody's over there chilling in the sun. I will tell y'all that he hasn't flipped the hay ring over, so those stakes I put in there are working. I can't believe it. I saw he pulled one of them up. I got it out of there. Look at that little sparrow. Y'all see him on the fence? But yeah, I got one of the stakes up. I didn't know if it would work or not since he pulled that one up, but so far he hasn't done anything, and he is enjoying the sun. See him over there chewing his cud? That means he is relaxed. Super relaxed. Ooh, I know what I wanted to say. For some reason, and I guess because we got new viewers, like we get new viewers all the time, and because y'all can't see Moody's and Topper shelter, they got a big shelter. Now they have the biggest pasture here. It goes from here all the way back to the woods back there, and you can see the top of their shelter right over there. They got a big shelter, big shelter over there for them to get under when it rains and stuff. So they got a shelter. There were several people saying how come Topper and Moody didn't have a shelter, but they got one. They got the biggest shelter here, as a matter of fact. Talk to the sheriff here. Got a good bit of rain. Now my Accurite weather station showed roughly about 1.5 inches of rain, and my manual rain gauge out there by the greenhouse showed over 2 inches of rain. So it's probably in between the two. And this held up well. This has held up well. We just had so much rain that me and Brooke hadn't had a chance to finish seeding this and getting this old hay on it. But the sheriff's way down yonder. He cruising down yonder, so we'll let him be. There's the men in black this morning. What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Matter of fact, everybody's just out and about enjoying the sun. Even Miss Peachy over there with her entourage, King, Loki, and Sylvie 1 and Sylvie 2. Y'all, look how wonderful Scott's tail looks now. Man, it is coming on. And while I'm over here, had some of y'all asking about the Rhode Island Reds. I have actually ordered their fencing, which will be here this week. And we're probably going to move these guys out into the pasture and let them out. But I want to show y'all what's going on. So we have given the guys full range of the entire school bus, and we're starting to train our other chickens to roost in the green coop at night. Because we want these ladies and gentlemen, we do got 2 roosters. We're probably going to keep 1 rooster in with these girls and maybe just let the other one free range. We'll see. Because I have seen them, they're too young to really fight right now, but I have seen them play fight, and I don't want any static with those guys. So we're letting these guys get used to the school bus. And then y'all know the plan is that we're going to put this school bus out on pasture, and these will be our egg layers here on the farm to provide our family with some wonderful, wonderful grass-fed, free-range chicken eggs. And then what we'll do is we'll move this when we think it's time to be moved, because it'll hook up to the tractor. Pull the fencing up, because we're going to use the Premier One electric poultry netting, and it's all movable. So these guys will constantly be on fresh ground. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Everybody's wanting to know how you guys are doing. We're out here in the fruit orchard, and I want to start training these new trees I planted. Now this is the Moonglow pear. This is a European pear, and you guys know, most of y'all know, if you don't, we're growing our fruit trees on a trellis system, as you can see. And what this will do is, man, that wind, it went from 0 to 16 miles an hour, it seems like. What this trellis system will do is it will stabilize my fruit trees, because like I just said, we got a lot of wind here. So these are the new ones I just bought. We got several, and I want to get these guys ready. And so this is why we're doing it, is because of this wind more than anything. You know, you come out here and you come to pick some fruit, and the wind's done blew your tree, and all your fruit's done blown off on the ground, or half of it, and that would get discouraging. But if I stabilize it on this wire, that will help that out big time. If you don't know, we got our main lead, our main trunk, all the way straight up, right? And then we got 2 right here, and I picked this one out because of this. I got this limb coming here, and I got this limb coming here, which is gonna make a perfect line here for us to grow our fruit tree down this wire. And I'll do the same up here. Now these right here I'm gonna cut. I don't want these limbs here. I want to cut these off. But I'm gonna wait till the spring to cut, because in the next 2 days, we're gonna have temperatures low as 29 is what they're predicting. And I don't want to anyway stress this fruit tree out. All I want this thing to do is to start growing its roots in the ground during this time. I want it to stay dormant, and I just don't want to stress it out. So I'm not gonna do any trimming until the spring, but right now I'm just gonna get it trellised up and get going, because the quicker you can get these limbs training, the easier it will be on you. It ain't easier to be on the tree. Also, what makes this wonderful is that when I go pick the fruit, it's gonna be right there accessible. I don't have to worry about grabbing a ladder or anything like that. The fruit's gonna be growing right down this wire where I got the limbs trained. And this tree will not be any taller than basically 6 foot tall. One question that it kept popping up the last time, or when we went and bought the fruit trees here recently, the new ones, and it got popped up a lot. Don't you need two? Don't you need two? Yeah, I do. I do need two to cross-pollinate, but I got two. I got a Moonglow pair and I got a Warren pair. They don't have to be the same exact pair to cross-pollinate, or the varieties I've picked out do not. So the Moonglow and the Warren will cross-pollinate each other. Same goes with my apples. All my apples will cross-pollinate each other. I don't need the exact same one. Like this may be, I think this is my Gala. So I don't need 2 Gala fruit apple trees to produce fruit. I can have a Gala and Arkansas Black and a Fuji and a Gold Rush and a Cumberland Spur, and they all can just kind of cross-pollinate each other. Also, I got down here, I got a native crab apple. Now this is the one that's native to our area. I've totally forgot the name of it, so y'all have to forgive me, but a crab apple, if close enough, will pollinate your apples and your European pears. So this is gonna serve multiple purposes for me. Number one, it's gonna give me some crab apples, some fruit. Number two, they're absolutely gorgeous when they're in bloom, and the bees love them. And number three, it can help cross-pollinate my apple trees and my European pear trees. Got a text from Brooke over at Auburn, and they said Zerk looks pretty good, and that for a fungus infection that he's pretty normal, and that the medicines would take longer than 12 to 24 hours for him to start feeling better. But they're gonna run some more tests on him and make sure there's nothing else there. And hopefully I'll get a text here in a few minutes saying we're all good. Let the medicines work, and he should be better in a couple of days. Fingers crossed, y'all. Y'all, I just totally forgot about something that I meant to get while I was in the greenhouse. And I got to talking to y'all and just totally forgot. And that is, I need to spray my fruit trees. I need to spray them. It's time for me to spray my fruit trees with a dormant oil. I got an organic dormant oil or horticulture oil. And now is the time to spray them. And that's why it's called a dormant oil, because you want to spray them when your fruit trees go dormant. And it's going to help protect them during the colder climates. And you want to do it when the temperatures don't get super below freezing, and you don't want to do it when the temperatures get, above 75-ish. So you want to have it done in that little window. My horticulture oil. Let's see here. Here it is right here. Horticulture oil right here, guys. It is a fungicide, insecticide, and miticide. And now this one is one I got from Hoss Tools. I'm sure there's others out there. Just be sure and look for the word dormant on it. You want a dormant oil. You don't want a garden oil or something like that. You want one that specifically says dormant oil on it. And you can see right here, this one says that. So, fixing to go do a little spraying. God, I'm glad I thought of that. All right, so what you want to make sure you do is you want to cover the whole plant or tree. I'm going to do the underneath real good. The top's going to get done easily. We're not worried about that. But we want to make sure you get the underneath real good. Also, both sides. Just spraying one side, you may think you got it, but if you go back and look on the other side, you'll see dry spots where the oil didn't reach. So be sure you do both sides. And it's done. Didn't take me 10 minutes. All right, so I have some really good news. I just got a text from Brooke, and she said that they're on their way back from Auburn, and that Zerk is he's doing well. That they ran several more tests on him, and the only thing he does have is the fungal issue, and they actually gave some more medicines, and it looks like he's gonna be okay. They said he should feel a lot better by tomorrow. So that's great news for Zerk Man. Sapphire seeds are his favorite, aren't they?
Yeah.
So he should feel better tomorrow?
Yeah, they said he should feel better tomorrow. Or start to.
All right, buddy, you gotta get better. You gotta get better. Hey y'all, thanks for hanging out with us today. Even though this wasn't a typical video here on Cog Hill, I do enjoy you guys' company. I really do.